Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by Ultima Replenisher. Ultima Replenisher is an electrolyte drink mix packed with 6 electrolytes, vitamin C, and zinc. I first learned about Ultima Replenisher from my husband, who runs every day and likes to finish up his workout with an electrolyte drink. I really like that Ultima Replenisher is sweetened with stevia. That means there are 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and is also vegan, paleo friendly, keto friendly, and soy and gluten free, which is great for me because gluten sometimes gives me trouble. And there are lots of flavors to choose from. This is the original variety pack that includes lemonade, grape, raspberry, cherry, pomegranate, and orange. This one's new to me. This is the Tea Fresher variety pack. Lots of flavors there. And I really like the stick format. It's really great for travel or for carrying on the go. Because I'm a citrus gal, my 2 favorite flavors are lemonade and orange. I like to mix mine in a great big glass. Add some ice and then plenty of water. And then you shake. I also like that these are plant-based flavored and colored. So there's my lemonade, quickly mixed. It dissolves lickety-split. No little bits in the bottom, so fast and easy. Now, not only is my drink nice and chilled, but my glass jar is chilled as well. Nothing better than drinking out of glass, in my opinion. Cheers. Light, refreshing, citrusy, and quenching, and not salty. Really, really great for hot days too. When I'm in the garden, working in the sun, I always like to follow up with an electrolyte drink because you're sweating and you're losing a lot of salt. So gotta replenish. So if you'd like to try it for yourself, you can click the link down below and stay hydrated with Ultima Replenisher. Big thanks to Ultima Replenisher for sponsoring this video and for allowing me to make better videos for all of you. Alrighty, my lovelies, today we're going to be making a recipe that I've been wanting to make since I first saw the recipe. I saw Manchi make these marinated raw crab and I said, yes, I want to taste that. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take fresh blue crab and marinate them in a lovely spicy marinade overnight, and then we're going to eat them. They look absolutely delicious. I love crab and I love spicy things, but I've never had spicy raw crab before. So let's go ahead and make it. This recipe in Korean is called Yangnyeom-gejang, and it's exactly what I described earlier. We're going to take fresh crab, clean it, prepare it, and then we're going to eat it. It sounds absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious and a relatively simple process in making it, but you must have fresh crab, live fresh crab if at all possible. As some of you may know, I live in Rhode Island and we are able to fish or crab for blue crab. It's really, really fun. I love doing it with children because they can actually catch something. You don't need a fishing pole. You can just take a piece of string and tie a chicken drumstick onto it, throw it into the water, and when you feel a tug, you just gently bring the string in and hopefully you will have a crab at the end. If it's large enough, you can keep it, and there you have it, fresh blue crab. I didn't have the time to do that today, but I was able to get some live crab. If you don't know Manchi already, you should definitely check her out. She is the queen of Korean culinariness, and I'll put a link down below to her channel and her website where she shares all of her recipes in great detail with all kinds of tips. And all the recipes I've tried of hers have been excellent, very thoroughly well tested. And she came up with this procedure of stunning or putting the crabs to sleep by placing them in the freezer. So take your live crabs, place them in the freezer for 2 hours, and then we can prepare them. So I've already done that, so let's go ahead and get started. This is a blue crab, and I was going to show you some of the anatomy, how to tell the difference between a male and a female, but mine are all female. So this is round on a female. On a male, it would be more pointed and triangular and longer. But all of mine are female. So I have about 2 pounds of blue crab. The first thing we're going to do is you're going to lift this flap up here, tear this off, and then we can separate using our fingers or a spoon. We can pull the carapace off like this, revealing the inside of the crab. This mustardy color stuff and that bright yellow orange stuff is the roe. So we're going to save that and scoop that into our bowl. We're going to reserve that. These little feathery bits are the gills. We're going to remove those like that. And in this bowl, we're just gonna give everything a good wash. Wash the crab off, get the gills off, give everything a good rinse and wash. Because crabs are bottom-dwelling creatures, and you know, they're in the mud a lot. So we're gonna give them a good clean. And as for the shell, we don't need anything except that great kind of tamale, as they call it. Put that with our bowl. And then remove all the feathery gills and the eyes. So then we're left with just the body section and the legs. So now we're going to take our knife, cut it in half, and then cut each section like that, right? And then place it into our bowl. This one's a small one, so I'll just cut it into quarters. As for the claws, now the claws are very, very hard. So now we can take our knife, the back of the knife, and kind of tap it, crack it so that the marinade can get underneath the shell. See how I've tapped that? So that way we can get into there. All right, one crab down. Next crab, I'm gonna show you again. So you get underneath this little flap. So take a knife maybe, get underneath that flap, tear that off. And that'll allow us a little handhold here that we can kind of pull the shell off. When selecting your crabs, if you're at the store, get the lively ones. Don't get any dead ones because again, crabs go pretty quickly. So you want the freshest ones, the ones that are still moving around. So look at all that orange roe. I'm gonna collect all of that, place it into my bowl here. And then all these feathery bits, those are the gills. I'm gonna remove those. Give everything a wash. Might grab a toothbrush so I can really get these nice and clean. And I'll change this water. I would normally do this in the sink, but I want you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay. And then cut in half and in thirds or fourths. See, now you know why I lined everything in paper, right? So yeah, there's the crab meat inside. Okay, I'll be back once I've prepared the rest of the crabs. Alrighty, lovelies, the crabs have been processed. They're all clean and chopped. And now it's time to make the marinade, which is pretty simple. We're going to add some minced garlic. This is 6 cloves. This is my pre-chopped and frozen garlic technique. I've talked about it before. I love it. Now we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of fresh ginger. And I'm just using my microplane here to grate it like that. A little bit of sugar, sweeten things up. Now we're going to add 1/3 cup of gochugaru, which is Korean red chili flakes. That's going to make it spicy and delicious. And for salt, we're going to add soy sauce, 1/4 cup. So Manchi says that you can eat this right away, but it will taste better marinated. So I'm going to go ahead and do that overnight. And then we're going to finish with some sesame seeds, and I'm going to add some more when we serve. All right, so that's that. Now we just mix this all together. Oh, it smells so good. The chili, it smells so peppery. And then you've got the garlic, fresh ginger. Okay, that's it. I'm going to pack this into an airtight container and place it in the fridge and let it sit overnight. And we will come back with a bowl of rice and give this a taste. Alrighty, my lovelies. See you then. Ooh, I cannot wait. Alrighty, my lovelies, I am back with my marinated crab and we can finally give it a taste. Okay, I've also got a bowl of hot rice and some chopped green onions for both flavor and garnish. Sesame seeds too. Here is the crab. Oh, it smells so chili peppered and garlicky. Look at that. And I'm gonna give it a stir and we're gonna plate this up. Okay, I want this one. This one looks really saucy. I'm just make a big pile on my plate here. I'm gonna get a couple claws too. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, so here are the crab pieces. Now I'm gonna take some green onions, sprinkle that on top, and then some sesame seeds as well. Look at that. Wow. Alrighty, I've got my big pile of crab here. Look at that. And a bowl of hot rice. To avoid staining my fingers, I'm going to wear some gloves, which seems a little bit weird to be eating my food with gloves, but I'd rather not have red fingers and garlicky fingers too. Know what I mean? So, got a bowl of hot rice, and I cannot wait to taste this. So there's the sauce, and there's lots of crab meat in there, but there also is crab meat in the claws too. So, did I crack this one? Let's get one that's nicely cracked. My very first taste of raw crab. Alrighty, here we go. Itadakimasu. Ooh, that sauce is so good. Spicy without being overly spicy. It's very, very soft, tender, and the crab meat is sweet, which is a really nice contrast to that spicy sauce on there. The sauce is garlicky, spicy, delicious, nice and salty too. Delicious. I just want more crab meat. I want a bigger bite. Okay, keep going. So inside of the crab leg, there's just a bit of meat inside. It's pretty tiny. Got it. Delicious. Okay, so here's a bit of the raw crab claw. Dip it in some of that sauce. It has such a lovely texture. Very, very soft, tender. Almost kind of slimy texture, which I love, but it's so sweet. I think I prefer raw crab to cooked crab. It's delicious. Not at all stinky or seafoody. Just lightly oceany, kind of briny. But mostly what I taste is this garlicky sauce, which is intense without being fiery. It's not too hot. All right, I gotta have more. I haven't even had any with my rice yet. Oh my goodness. This one's a generous one. Let's try that one. Very saucy. Oh my gosh. So good with the rice. The rice is fluffy, sticky, slightly sweet, and goes so well with marinated crab because on its own, it's a little salty, but combined with the rice, it's just perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, so good. My new favorite way to eat crabs. I do have to say this requires a lot of patience because the crabs aren't very big. You do have to just be patient getting the meat out. It's just gonna take some time. There's just nothing about it. I mean, there's no rushing it. I mean, there's just not. That was a really good bite. All right, my lovelies, there you have it. Raw marinated crabs are absolutely delicious. Highly recommend this one if you like sushi, sashimi, seafood, raw oysters, shellfish. I think you will like this. And chili. You gotta like a little bit of chili. Although it's not too spicy, just a nice kind of warmth that happens here. Mostly it's about a chili flavor, a peppery chili flavor rather than having too much heat. It's not that spicy and very garlicky. Gotta like garlic too. I love all those things, so I'm very, very content. Also, must serve with a bowl of white rice. Must. Go back and forth. I would also include seaweed too, but the store was out. Can you imagine out of seaweed? I was very disappointed, but a little bit of kim would be fantastic. Alrighty, my lovelies, thanks so much for watching, and big thanks to Ultima Replenisher for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to try some for yourself, please click the link down below. All right, my lovelies. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye. Crabs raw, who knew? So stinking great. I'm sure a lot of people knew, but I didn't know, and I'm so glad I learned about it.